Come on, girl. Listen, I'm saying.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Reminder over social media, Facebook, X, Blue Sky, and of course our YouTube channel, the Stephen Knight Show. Stop what you're doing right now and subscribe. We appreciate you. All right, so a father of an 18-year-old fatally shot by police in Cincinnati has been charged with intentionally striking and killing a deputy with his car. So last Thursday, Ryan Hinton was fatally shot after Cincinnati police responded to a report of a stolen vehicle at an apartment complex. According to NBC, four people fled when police arrived and the officer pursued. The police chief said 18-year-old was armed but did not shoot a weapon. Officers shot him during the encounter, citing a potential threat. The next day, his father, Rodney Hinton, who's 38, reportedly struck a Hamilton County deputy near the University of Cincinnati, where he was just directing traffic for a graduation. So he's charged with aggravated murder and the deputy's death, and he appeared in court Saturday, where he was held without bond ahead of the hearing on Tuesday. So it sounds like he was upset that his son got murdered, or shot, and then he took it out on just whatever police officer he saw. And I saw this on TikTok, on a lot of people's For You pages. Some people were for him, some people were against him. Obviously, this guy who he ran over with had nothing to do with the case. Brittany, what are your thoughts?
I thought when I first read the event, I read it somewhere on the internet that it was the cop that shot his child. But now we're clear it's like a random cop.
This cop was actually retired, but was working part-time, and he was just doing lights.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I can understand being distraught and needing help. Okay, so we had an incident here in Atlanta where the teacher was in a high school talking crazy to a kid. The
Yeah.
kid got mad, and the teacher has had incidences and has been written up for how crazy he talks to people's children and
Mhm.
provokes children. Well, the one child just transferred into the school, new to the school, has no rapport with the teacher, was offended by something said, and walked up and punched the teacher in his face.
Mm.
And so while I understand that people are wrong, right? But we have to learn like we can't go about it the way that we go about it. And I think that we gotta start doing like the Karens and asking for the managers and right like now he's in jail and I just don't see how that solved nothing. Like it has to be a different way. And trust me, I understand that the law is never in our favor. I get all of that. But now I just see the son is dead, the father's locked up, and nothing occurred. And the same thing with that situation. Like now the teacher playing the victim, he lost his job. The little boy getting all kind of criminal charges, and is a ninth grader. And it just be like two lives end up destroyed
Mm.
from both actions. Like we have to find a more constructive way to let our emotions out. I feel like, or to get the justice. So
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
Chike, there's some people defending the father. We all know about police brutality and things like that, but running over an innocent man, what are your thoughts on all this?
Um, if I had to put my 2 cents into it, I think that the man was probably psychotically snapped
Yeah, yeah.
and he was just acting out. And I'm not saying that to make light of it, but your actions in life cause a reaction.
Hmm.
And whether it be right or wrong, this is the result of the trends that happen.
Yeah.
God bless everybody involved, but one of my sayings these days, you never underestimate the next person's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's
True.
that's just where I live right now.
Very true. Very true. I remember when I was learning how to drive, my mom told me it's not what you're doing on the road. You have to anticipate everyone else is crazy. And literally this
Yep.
happened. I was driving home the other day, and this car came out of nowhere and ran into the side of the wall. I didn't even see the car coming, but I'm saying you have to look out for every people around you. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. Well, Nia, what are your thoughts on this father? Because here's the thing, he showed up for court today, I believe it was today, and all these police officers from that district, they came and they were present to support the one who had passed away. What are your thoughts on this?
I saw the same video. That's the only thing I knew of this case.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if that was a form of solidarity or intimidation, but that man stared at them as hard as they stared at him.
Yeah.
And you never know a parent's break, especially when they lose their child. And like Chike said, there was a break somewhere. That man lost his son. In a situation that, had his son maybe not been Black, he may have still been alive. So, and to what, the situation Brittany was talking about, I seen another story, and a teacher got into an argument with a student, and that student later on went and shot that teacher. Straight shot her. It was a female teacher and a male student. They had gotten into an argument earlier in the day, and he shot her, and it's all on tape. He's seen her walk out the classroom. He's lurking and peeking, and when he found his opportunity, he went and he killed her. I had a conversation with someone today where it was like, our kids are so mad.
Yeah.
They're so angry. And what do you do with that anger? Because, between COVID and isolation and let's keep it all way funky. Some parents not being parents. It's a lot of things mixed in there, and it's crazy. I can't even imagine, but I will say to what Chike said, you don't know about somebody else's crazy.
Yeah.
And I hate when people beep horns. I could be behind somebody and the car behind me beeps. Don't do that, because then they might think it's me and want to get out the car and
Right. Yeah.
And the light just changed. So how fast you want people to go? I may get aggravated, but I'm not getting into it with nobody because I want to make it home.
Yep.
That's it. When I see people, when I'm driving, if something don't look right, I'm getting away from it. Period.
Yeah. I agree.
To Lania's point, the world is angry. Everybody around here angry.
Yeah.
Like everybody mad at everybody.
And getting angrier by the minute.
About a minute. Yeah.
And I think that's by design.
And it's showing it up in our politics. Back on politics, they said the best way for someone to become in power is to divide people. And we're all divided.
I saw people at Starbucks are fighting over the drive-through line.
Right.
I was trying to get coffee. I was like, this is
worth it, right? Our Lady Gaga's team has spoken out after reports of 2 suspects were arrested after crafting plans to bomb a free concert she hosted in Brazil. According to Hollywood Reporter, it was the biggest show of Gaga's career, drawing 2 million people. Now, the group was had allegedly planned to attack. It was dispel speech against the LGBT community. So it was 15 people they investigated, but it came down to 2 people, including a teenager that they wanted to attack. They had Molotov cocktails, which, if you don't know, is a hand-thrown weapons with flammable substances, and they were arrested. And the concert went on without any disruption. But this was a free concert to promote her new album. 2 million people, which broke a record. Madonna had the record of 1.5 million or something like that. For hate. Linnea, what are your thoughts?
Why?
They wanted social media
Why?
too, by the way.
Notoriety. I see what I got nothing. So the notoriety will get you what? Because, but I still don't understand the notoriety for what
Right. Yeah.
exactly. Because I didn't understand. She's an advocate for the, for the LGBTQ plus. So I don't understand the why. Like I don't understand. Are they against? Are they against it?
They were against
Are they for it?
Against
They're
it.
against it.
Mm.
Okay. But in the interim, you were willing to kill people for that?
You're right.
I don't understand. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Go move on.
If it's a show I don't want to watch, if it's an entertainer I want to watch, I turn the channel.
I don't watch them. I don't watch them. I don't follow. I don't like. I don't comment. I don't do nothing.
Chike, what are your thoughts on this attack?
I'm with you. If there's an entertainer that I don't want to watch, don't watch them. Like that person we was talking about last week. Will not watch them.
Yeah.
It just goes to speak to what we were just talking about. There's hate in the world, and people will go through extremes to exercise their hate.
Yeah.
They feel like there needs to be some type of show. This is the we have the information age. This is also the show and tell age. I have a camera, I have access to things. You can see me. If you're paying attention to me, then I'm going to give you full exposure. I'm going to show you everything.
Yeah.
Whatever that everything is. We tend to show things to possibly uplift and inform the culture. There are some people that want to showcase their hate, and they want you to see them murder people.
Right.
The notoriety is the same notoriety as the person that says that they want to be the first person to kill the first person of the new year. It's the same deal. Yeah. Famous for 2 seconds, maybe more, but for something heinous.
Yeah.
Me personally, you could hate me or you could love me. I think they should start delving out what people delve out. You want to rob things? Let's start clipping off tips of fingers, and we'll take it off knuckle by knuckle according to how long you want to steal. You could wind up without a hand. You want to blow people up? We'll blow you up. Things will stop. Things will get in order real quick.
Yeah. And Brittany, the thing was the fact that she had attracted 2 million people to a concert, the largest. I think the record was actually Bruce Springsteen, 3 million. But here she had put together this concert, free concert. The city paid for it, so everyone can come to it. And these people knew that this was a big concert. I'm gonna go after them. What are your thoughts?
I would not want to live in Chike's country. He scared me. I would live so correct. That threat.
Your hands off.
Imagine him on the press. You ride, go lower and lower. You won't have a hand. You'll be walking with a. You absolutely. It'll make me rethink my consequences. Absolutely. We have become insensitive as a culture, probably because of the TV. Remember a time when a lot of stuff that we see on TV now wasn't even shown? And then with the internet, it'd be a lot of like the murders and stuff happening on live and stuff like that. We just become a really desensitized group of people or species and stuff like that. And I think I don't understand why Lady Gaga is still doing music. I like her better as an actress. Go on American Horror Story. You can have a closed set, make your little coin, go home. Like to get them back, I'd never do it again. I'd be like, absolutely not. That was your one and only try. And so, like I liked her on American Horror Story. Be an actress. The T.I. stop.
The thing
He
is,
said, I'm sick of performing for y'all niggas.
people that were there were shocked that something like that could have happened because they went through so many security checks to get into the concert.
Don't think that what happened with Trump? Ain't nobody checking nobody no more.
It's true. It's true. It's like that man. Remember they had he was just the TSA guy.
I hear you can pay a little extra, get past them, carry all the stuff in, and they be seeing you looking like a bomber.
Right.
And also, too, let's talk about our favorite artists and coming around and touring and performing. You know, you have this whole wave now of people getting things thrown at them while they're trying to work
Yeah.
It's the
on stage,
stupidest
you
shit
know, for your
ever.
benefit.
Why?
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
this stuff needs to stop. Like,
That's never been a thing.
right, it's
Like you
never been a thing.
Never
Like
been
you
a thing.
said, Chike, they won't do that shit with the baby. The baby jump in that concert and he'll fight your ass back. He'll throw it back at you. Like he give you some consequences when you
And
come at him correct.
listen, I'm all about hard and fast and severe consequences to action. You'll get people in line real quick.
They
Absolutely.
ain't doing that with him.
So why you spend money just to throw something at somebody?
And your cell phone. Your
A
cell
hateful person. A
Like
hateful
it's
person.
that's assault though. Like you're throwing something at someone that hits that's assault. It's a form of assault. Here's what people don't know the law. That's a form of an assault on somebody. Depending on where it is, it could be like a felony assault.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I just don't understand, especially when there's so much like people can identify who you are.
Mhm.
I,
Yeah.
I don't
And I just
understand.
want to give a scenario real quick. Just real quick, and then I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to stop talking. Bringing up my girl, Miss Faith Evans. Love you, Faith Faith.
Okay.
If you come to a concert and you try to hurt her, I'm letting you know now, the fans will beat
Coming.
that ass to the point.
Coming.
And the same for Beyonce. I already know this. The
I was about to
fans
say that.
will beat that ass to the
Yep.
point where you will not be recognized or even found. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
You won't even have to worry about it. Won't even be security. It's gonna be the
Because after we
fans.
pay all that money and now you
all
didn't
that
piss the
money.
entertainer off and now
Yeah.
she didn't walk out the stage and I didn't spend $600 on my motherfucking ticket. You have to give me something back. Okay. Somebody go
I'm
perform
taking
for
it
me.
out. I'm taking it out on your
Somebody
ass.
better get that mic and get Beyonce back on that motherfucking stage. Bitch, you better get
Listen.
up there and apologize.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Who gonna get it? Imagine paying all that money for them tickets and then y'all
Right.
didn't ran her off the stage for an apple. Find Beyonce and bring her back out. That's
The thing is,
I
I'm
am
gonna be
never
mad.
they pay for babysitters, they pay for transportation to the concert, they pay
You're
all this
spending a
stuff.
lot of
Outfits,
money. Like that's a
outfits.
lot
How
of
much
And I'm
silver
letting
you
money.
have
y'all
put
know now.
together?
If you go to a Monica concert, Monica is putting the mic down and getting off the stage and
Oh,
coming at
yeah.
you.
Monica will fight you.
Yes.
Monica
Monica
will
got mad
absolutely.
at a man. Monica was performing a love song and a man hit his girlfriend and she stopped
Stop the
the
show.
music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would I be so mad at her? Like, if you stop any concert I'm coming to,
Yeah.
come on the Stephen and Night
So,
show and just be like, Brittany meant what she said on this episode. Because
like,
don't
there was
waste my money.
Well, I saw an interview recently. Mary J. Blige, she just finished her tour here in the United States, and she does a segment in the show where she come out and pass the mic to the person audience to sing one of her songs, and the guy was saying their criteria. First, you can't be overly intoxicated. You have to be dressed, have some merchandise on, and you have to make that you're having a good time. But them people get these concerts get lit, act a fool. And he said because people have broken Mary's nails, grabbing the
Oh
mic,
my God.
broken her nails. She's bleeding. She's on the show still trying to perform, bleeding. He said that. So yeah, people.
that's crazy. There was a time when, a concert happened, the most would be a brawl or some
Yeah.
brawls, but now it's like there is absolutely no respect for the artistry.
Mm-mm.
And I just don't understand then why waste your money.
Right. Stay home.
Why waste your sit down somewhere
Yeah.
and enjoy the show that you paid for.
Mhm.
This is why I don't like concerts. I
You
don't go to I'm not
because
a
I don't like
concert.
It's a bait though. I feel like it's a bait. They're gonna do that. They hoping like Baby does. He falls into it every time. They hoping that they gonna jump their ass off that stage, hit them. He could sue for some money and say I got hit. I wasn't even a person that threw it.
Yeah.
It was somebody else. It's a whole bait and trap. And they be like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, our last story. So all eyes were on Beyonce following her Cowboy Carter tour. New York Post reports that the Grammy Award-winning singer got hit with a cease and desist letter from the attorney of the Sphere Entertainment Company, James Dolan, demands that Beyonce stop using it. So she uses a video. You know, she has a lot of video footage in her show, and there's a video of her picking up the sphere and throwing it. So they have sued her. Sent a cease and desist, saying if she doesn't take it out, they're going to sue her. Immediately, you know, Beyonce doesn't respond to anything for the most part unless it's to her music. But she made another video, and they got rid of it. But it's making they're taking jabs at that cease and desist. What they've credited her for her career is not, and even her mom is on her book tour, you know, and our book's #1 on the top seller list. That Beyonce doesn't respond to stuff, but you see it in her work. Chike, what are your thoughts on her acknowledging cease and desist because she changed it, but not acknowledging publicly?
I mean, isn't that what artists do? They
Well,
showcase their protests in their work. I love that.
yeah,
That's what artists do.
yeah, yeah,
It's the best way to do it.
yeah. Linnea, what are your thoughts on this?
They missed an opportunity to capitalize on a moment. You missed an opportunity to capitalize on the moment and to assume that. So the reasoning was just dumb. The reasoning was by her showing that which was, it's not like it's some long drawn out thing. It's a 40-foot Beyonce just walking around,
Right.
doing things, touching things. That's all that is. It wasn't like a focal point of something.
Right.
You know what I mean? All that's all
That we know of. That
that
we
we
know
know
of.
of. That we know of. But their insinuation was she's implying that she's going to end her tour here with a residency.
Yeah.
She's implying nothing. That's gonna do everything intentionally. And now that y'all done did that, y'all done messed up. I guarantee you the Beehive was on their site, was on their whatever, and I guarantee you they was buzzing all up in their stuff. And somebody was like, we done messed up. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Somebody said, we done messed up.
Yeah.
Because it was unnecessary.
Yeah. And why would you want that notoriety? I know, Brittany, you and Shaq are Beehive residents. What are your thoughts on them sending that letter?
I think like Linnea said, it was a missed opportunity. It was the video that she got it from was actually a play from a old Western movie where it was like a
Yeah.
giant cowgirl sci-fi kind of movie. And she took and did her own spin of it walking through Vegas. And I feel like we know Beyonce is gonna take things out the culture, old photos, recreate it. You just do certain things to kind of bring attention and exposure to other things. I mean, she took the goddamn boots on the ground song and is like taking that
And add that to the
everywhere.
story. Yeah.
Mhm. Like she just wants to give exposure to things that she sees everybody doing. Like she doesn't comment. And I just think they just took something and they just looking for a way to get a little paycheck, but that was stupid. And so, now she'll never mention y'all again.
And it
Never.
was the attack of the 50-foot woman. That was the movie.
Mhm. The
That
Western, the sci-fi Western.
Yeah. All right. Well, Linnea, Brittany, thank you so much. Check out see more reviews. We'll be right back after this.